Hello, friends, promised friends, and neighbors. Welcome to my show, Lily Nova.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. It's good to be here.
Lily Nova is going to be one of my speakers this year. She caught my eye a couple of years ago um, during the pandemic. She just started going out and sky watching, just and started seeing lights. And she's gone an incredible journey. She's been was noticed in England papers in the, I believe it was the Sun, and she's basically created a worldwide following and has gone from not even looking for UFOs to now becoming, I'm going to call you a contactee because you've been recognized. They checked out your frequency and vibration and they're showing up. And why don't you take us a little more on your journey? I know you're going to be speaking at my Mount Shasta summer conference where you're going to be doing a talk and
Mhm.
a workshop. And why don't you just take us on this journey, how you how you've evolved from just like this, I'll say like a tourist that happens to catch a UFO in a sense, to immersing yourself in this contact experience. Just to take us kind of from A to Z and
Yeah.
maybe how your family, your whole story as much as you can.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I was not looking for this. I wasn't into UFOs or anything like that. But I got really into space photography during the pandemic, during the lockdowns. I was a nutritionist before that, I have my dietetics degree. Um, but I some drama ended up happening. I quit that job and then I just completely immersed myself in the stars and started shooting space photography every single night. And, um, looking back at that time, I was going through a dark night of the soul, which I think also made it very ripe for me to be open to having these experiences and wanting to dig deeper. Um, but after doing space photography for a couple months or so, I had my first very, very close UFO encounter. It happened right outside of my house. I just went outside to get some fresh air. It was almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I saw a hovering light, and then a second UFO appeared that was much bigger. So this I had my first experiences were absolutely crazy. Like, you could not ignore them. And I know that they really wanted to get my attention and be very dramatic and extravagant about it so that I would want to pursue this. You know how it is. They really want to get your attention. And it was a big diamond shaped craft, some sort of shape that I had never really seen before that we don't have. And I saw the lights going across it, a strip of red lights and then a strip of green blue lights. And it just appeared out of nowhere. Now I know it either uncloaked itself or it popped into the dimension. It looked like it came out of thin air. And it moved side to side very quickly, up, down, to show me, because I was just stunned, to show me that, it wasn't a normal aircraft. And then it started coming straight towards me. And it went above my head and vanished. So that was my first encounter, and that really rocked my world. It shifted my whole paradigm. So then I was like, I need to know what I just saw. Wow, ETs exist. We don't have anything like that. And out of all my night stargazing, I never saw anything like that. And fast forward, they gave me about a month to integrate that, I believe. And then I was at an astronomy park by myself one night, and I was sitting in my car. It was super cold, and I get this strange feeling. Suddenly, I look to my right. There's a hovering craft on the right, going back and forth, kind of moving funny. I look to my left. There's another one to the left of me. I look behind. There's two behind me. And then I sit back in my seat and I look in front of me, and there were no lights in front of me before, and there's lights in front of me now.
Did you,
So literally, I was surrounded by UFOs. So that was my second encounter.
you weren't didn't have any fear, it was curiosity or
The first time, I had a little bit of fear because I was like, I don't know who these beings are, and they were right outside of my house, and it was a very, very close. Like, that's the closest that they've been. I mean, they were very close, but more so curiosity. And then the second time, whenever I was surrounded, yeah, it was very much curiosity. I immediately started recording them because I wanted to document proof that it was there, that they were there. So I literally just sat there and filmed them until the sun started coming up. I was trying to wait them out, but they never left. So whenever the sun started coming up, They started acting weirder during like as the sun was starting to come up. I saw some very strange things. And that's how I started to realize during sunrise and sunset, the energy, it's like the veil thins and the energy is very ripe for just having these contact experiences. So yeah, I just filmed them and then they started popping up left and right, like very, very uh, direct. It was like they were really trying to tell me something. They just started popping up sometimes in the background. I'd be recording a video and then I'd see review the footage and I'd see this orb or a ship coming up behind me. So and then a communication began to develop as I was investigating them, and telepathy began to develop and all of that. But so that was the beginning of it.
Tell me, you seem like you're getting cameras right away when you told your friends. Was it met with skepticism, family, and then you showed the videos and they come around pretty quickly for you, or um
It took a little bit of time. Nobody believed me after the first, besides my mother, because she had seen one before too, a UFO.
good.
Um, and yeah, it was it was difficult at first. So it took some time. But whenever I started really accumulating the footage and also like not worrying so much what everybody thought about it and kind of standing in my power with it, uh, now nobody can say anything. Like, I mean, they know it's true. And I've been on the Travel Channel. I've been in like media. My footage has been in media all around the world. So they believe me now. But yeah, it took a little bit of time.
And when you started to receive telepathic impressions, tell me what were those like? How did you feel? Were they conversations back and forth or impressions, or how did that develop for you? And what were you communicating, and what were you feeling that they were reaching out to you for?
Right. Yeah, so it was very much like impressions at first, and as I kind of developed and also having these contact experiences helps activate your psychic abilities. So my psychic abilities were starting to rapidly activate. But at first it was very much impressions, and I remember going for a walk one night and I just look up at the sky and I just start talking to them. I'm like, what do you guys want me to do? You keep popping up. I'm seeing you everywhere. Do you want me to film? Do you want me to show the world this footage? And I see like a star start kind of flashing at me. So they would do things like that. I had a postcard in my room while I was kind of just like talking, uh, wondering, reflecting about what was going on, and it was the postcard from Italy. You know, the painting of Michelangelo
Oh yeah.
where the fingers are touching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Whenever I was sitting at my desk thinking, you know, what do they want? What do they want from me? Why are they contacting me? That literally came off my wall and was thrown at my feet. So they physically moved an object in my room. And
Awesome.
then whenever I picked it up, I heard contact in my head. They wanted to make contact.
Yeah, touching contact. That's great. And how
Yeah.
has that progressed?
What's that?
And how has it progressed? I'm sure you're a little farther along from lights now, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I started, instead of them popping up everywhere, I started learning how to initiate contact with them just intuitively, and they started appearing kind of like on demand. I built a relationship with them. They began sending me telepathic like visions. So that's kind of my superpower is I receive visions and I can see my third eye. Some people can feel energy. I see visions. So they started sending me messages and I got to see the beings, what they looked like. And then I started feeling this one being, the first one that I saw, her name's Talia. She's a Andromedan from the Andromeda Council. She has light blue skin and no hair. That's one of my main star families. She started I saw her, and then after that things just escalated very quickly. And then I started feeling her in my mind with me every single day, like 24/7. She was in my head, like talking with me, which sounds kind of crazy, but that's how it was. And she would, you know, tell me things, teach me things. I began meditating, activating my psychic gifts and abilities through instruction from the galactics from the beings. They would, guide me on what to do, how to do it.
Share with
DNA.
us a little bit what they told you.
What's that?
Share with us a little bit what they guided you to do.
Yeah, definitely. So working with the chakras was one of the things. One of the first things that she said to me whenever the dialogue started coming through, she said, "Your heart chakra needs some work." And I was surprised because I wasn't very spiritual. I knew about the chakras, but I wasn't super into it. Uh, I was surprised that an extraterrestrial was telling me to work on my heart chakra. So I started doing energy practices, and your heart, that's the key. They always tell me the heart is the key. That's your connection with source. Your heart is a portal. It's like a highway to experiencing these higher dimensional things, and love raises your frequency, of course, too. A lot of us, we have our heart closed off because we've been hurt. We're kind of walking through life like this. So she really helped me to kind of heal my heart and open up, and be open to receive love, and be open to receive, blessings and communication. So that was a big part of what she was teaching me. She gave me some history lessons uh, on, like Atlantis, Lemuria. She started showing me things like that. Ancient Native Americans, them working with ancient Native Americans on some of these, sacred sites, was
Hmm.
some of the other things she was teaching me. And then another big part of what she was teaching me was about our DNA and how it's actually very, very special. And, scientists say that like 97% of our DNA is junk DNA. It doesn't appear to be doing anything, so it's trash. And she's, was like, that's the farthest thing from the truth.
Hmm.
Your DNA is actually incredibly powerful and important, and you can activate that DNA. And whenever you activate that dormant DNA, you can turn on new gifts and abilities. Your reality and perception begins to change around you. You can literally become superhuman 2.0, essentially. So that's what she began training me.
What and the activations, can you describe that? I spoke with Vivian, and I think what I've seen a lot of, and with Louis and with others, they're when the spaceships come for your groups, they're using you as a teacher who's had experience, and they're working invisibly before you even get to see them. They're working on the light bodies. Can you explain what activation means? This is a type of frequency beam from the ships to the group, and there's people definitely have experiences. Can you share a little bit about
Mhm.
your activations and what happens there?
Yeah, definitely. So, oh goodness, sometimes it would come whenever I would like feel them, or I would make contact with them. Their physical ships would appear, or they were coming. I would just feel overwhelming love. Just began feeling like blissful. So I was being activated at that time, and I was being elevated. My frequency was rising, and it was also helping me to heal. So I had very strong emotional reactions, especially in the beginning. But as I went on, I would receive downloads. So you can receive these downloads, and yes, also they are helping to work on your energetic field a lot of the time. And like you said, a lot of the time you may not even see them doing this. They can be all around us. And I've caught footage of beings right in front of me that I couldn't see with my eyes, but they were on
Oh,
camera.
can you share that at the conference?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. They look like beings of light.
Like just like light energies moving, huh?
Well, I thought it was one like big light being, but then whenever you zoom in, you can see a group of beings with arms and legs. At least one, you can see one with arms and legs, and the other it might be kind of hard. But so I believe it was a group of the Pleiadians, I believe.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And often through these activations, you may see a lot of light. Like for me, I'm very visual, so I would see all of this light, these light codes, geometric shapes that are kind of being downloaded into you, like a computer. It's like dropping a zip file on you. And then you may feel physical reactions. It's just a wide range of ways that that these activations can manifest. And then you will your perception begins to change. You're just changed. You'll experience a profound experience, and sometimes it's even hard to put it into words, and you're never the same.
Yeah, that's probably another statement. Hard to put it into words.
Yeah.
Let me, did I share I didn't share a screen yet, live with the group. So folks, this is the website here, the promise revealed. When you get to this homepage here,
Mhm.
you can click this banner or go here. I'm taking you real quick. So this is where you stay. Um, this is the venue location. There's videos on how to get there. You learn about that we're camping. We are just like a mile from this beautiful lake, folks. And you got your bikes, your stand-up paddle boards. You can rent kayaks. You can do floaties. A gorgeous lake with this mountain in the background, and we're surrounded by national forests. It's an off-grid location, and we even have catered meals. We're looking for free tickets. Let me just take you while you're doing the speakers here. We're going to come down here, and there's a Lily girl right there. You're going to click on it, and you're going to see her bio. Now, if you buy tickets and you're a follower of Lily Nova, upon checkout, when you go, like here's her bio and her talk title, and we have a workshop. She's going to be doing a workshop. So you click down here and you skedaddle on down to Lily Nova, and she's going to teach you what she says right here. We got a couple different people doing things, and we got Hans Dietrich, Akmal. There's Lily. So for 1 hour, she's going to do the connect with the star beings and the 12D activation. So here is Lily Nova, a bright young star in the New Age contact movement, who's kind of experiencing stuff, and right out the get-go, she's moving forward without any hesitation. Doesn't care about that she's put on the crazy train, so to speak. And you can go here. This tells you all about it. Written directions. There's videos of let me show you. Let me just show you the beautiful nature, folks. And Lily hasn't been here either, so I'm just gonna share this. It's kind of,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
Rob
gonna
Potter
fast
here.
forward it. I'm gonna get to.
Coming across the bridge we're about to go
I'm
over.
gonna put it.
This is how you come into Mount Shasta.
So I just want to scrub through here. We get out into the nature. It's very beautiful on this road here. So we're gonna go up here. I'm gonna get down, and so there's a beautiful road here. This is a road that I'm kind of guiding to people if they want to rock around the lake. And then I'm going to continue on, and we'll get down right here. So this is where we're going, folks. We're now leaving civilization. We are going into the forest in Mount Shasta. It's a very sacred. You see the giant Lake Siskiyou next to us.
Mm.
There's a lake to your right. You can go on along the North Shore. It's a big lake. You can walk all along this shore in front of you here. And then as you come up around here, you're going to cross this dam, and 100 yards later, you're going to make a right and head up to this place here. And then we're going to do a fast forward. I think we got a quick paced video here where we go very quickly, I think, if he does it right. So we get up here, 5.4 miles. You get up to this location, and this is where look where we're at, folks. It's crazy. There's nothing up here. There's no lights. You're gonna have a light. People be camping. Very special location. I just wanted to share that with you, so that you can look at these different things that I have on the actual website. But here's the speakers. This is how you find Lily. When you go to purchase tickets, real quick, I'm just gonna just go here to. I guess we'll go back to the home page. We'll go to shop, and we have camping. This is an amazing thing here. So we go down to the summer conference tickets, which are where do we go? We got to go to the shop category. So we go to conference tickets. So look at this. So you can camp, ladies and gentlemen. I know you gotta get here by plane or driving, but when you get here, the rooms are like 150. So you can find camping as well. So you get a 3-day ticket and a 5-day camping pass. 5-day camping pass is separate from the conference ticket. So you can get two people camping for like $475. So there's all kinds of prices and discounts there. I'm going to stop share. Don't want to make it too much of an infomercial, but we're going to have some advanced healing sessions up there. Lots of great stuff. Now, I'd like to remind you to put in the word Lily, Lily, when checking out. And your final step there, you're going to see finally at the end when you're ready to check out, it'll say enter promo code. You'll get a $25 discount if you're inspired and you'd like to meet this beautiful, young, vivacious woman who's been catapulted from nothing to now she's having literally I think a face to face and shaking hands is on the horizon for you, like it has been for me and many others. At this point, she is establishing a powerful energetic contact. And I think what validates her for me is the fact that you weren't looking for this. We know you're not making money from it. And the fact that you've had this experience and you've embraced it, you disregarded any of the naysayers, you're confident in your experience, and you are a representative of the beginning of contact. And I see it's improving for a lot of people around the world.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
been-
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I'd like you to say any final words here. And oh, do you have a website we can send them to? Did you mention that yet?
No, yeah. My website is lilynovaspaceart.com.
lilynovaspaceart.com. I should
Mhm.
have probably popped that up. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you'll come this year and go to Lily's workshop and join us for the Skywatch with Louie. She'll be there, Vivian, me, Raymond. We're probably going to get quite a display on Friday and Saturday night. And Lily will be doing her own special version and teaching us a lot of stuff and enjoying the nature.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. In Mount Shasta, I was blown away whenever I first visited last year. The veil's very, very thin there. As soon as I got there, I was swarmed by all sorts of beings, the inner earth beings, Saint Germain, the fairies, there's Sasquatch around the area, and then you've
Right.
got the galactics too. So yeah, they're giddy to also meet us and interact with us. They're excited for this too.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
See you in Mount Shasta, folks. Come and meet Lily Nova.